Sure, it's obviously been a fast year going into the NCAA championship and then now kind of going into the draft process right now. How excited are you to kind of get this rolling, and what do you want teams to know about you as this process really starts to speed up in the next month?
I'm super excited. It's really a blessing just to be here. Especially with the season that we had. Coming in as a freshman and going to win it all. It was super special, and for whatever team takes a chance on me, I just want them to know that they're getting a hard worker, a great teammate, great person, and somebody that has so much more to their game that they weren't able to show in the past couple months.
There's obviously a lot of UConn guys here. What is that program doing to prepare guys for the NBA the last couple years? Obviously winning at a very, very high level, but what is kind of the key that you're getting from that program to get ready for the NBA?
I would just say it's a hard-working culture. I feel like it speaks to the kind of team that we had last year to have our whole starting five here. We were a super deep team, and it's really a blessing to have all of us here get the invite. And like I said, I feel like we're just a pretty strong culture. We all work super hard, and we all know how to win. So if you're getting somebody from UConn, I'd say that you're getting a pretty good player.
What were some of those things you mentioned in the previous answer that you didn't necessarily get to show as much this year that you want to showcase now to NBA teams?
Just being more on the ball. I feel like my true position is a point guard, and I feel like the past couple months, I had to sacrifice for, the better of our team, and, I worked out for it. So it's not anything to, really harp on or, be bitter about. But, yeah, that's just some of the things, being on the ball, shooting off the dribble a little bit more and, just stuff like that.
Steph, do you think your defense could be kind of your calling card in terms of getting a high draft, being drafted high, and then perhaps early in your NBA career?
For sure. I feel like it's an advantage if you're as good of a two-way player as you can. So I feel like the past year I feel like I had a great defensive year, and I'm trying just build on that.
Aside from your skill set, the fact that you were a freshman and impacted winning the way you have, is that something that's come up when you talk to these teams? Just your ability to help influence winning, and just how far that goes for these organizations who are likely picking in these positions and trying to get to the NBA equivalent of where UConn was?
Yeah, for sure. Just to be able to do like so many things on the court to change the impact of a game, I feel like it's very valuable, and it's something that I take pride in. Every single game, every single practice. So, like I said, for whatever team decides to take a chance on me, it'll be a blessing to play for them. But I'm sure that they have that in the back of their mind that I can do all of those things on the court.
The majority of these teams that are picking in the lottery are all young teams, and you can just look at the history. These guys don't win a lot. So rookies I cover the Pistons, Marcus Sasser barely lost in college, and he comes to Detroit, and it's something he has to get used to. Have you talked to people about, I don't know if you have guys in the NBA that you can lean on right now, but talked about what that takes mentally and kind of the preparation you have to do to not know you're going to win every single game, and there's going to be lulls in the schedule?
I personally haven't talked to anybody about it, but I'm sure it's something that you really have to grow into and adapt to, and just try and mature in that kind of way. But the reality is we're not gonna lose 3 games next year like we did at UConn, so it's just something I'm just gonna have to get used to.
How does your game, you think, fit to the next level? Like, what are your strengths that teams will say this is what you do best and you can help us out going forward?
I would say, I can do it on both ends, and I take pride in doing it on both ends. I feel like I have a pretty good offensive skill set, and like I said before, I feel like I wasn't able to showcase it as much as I probably wanted to. But at the end of the day, we still won a national championship, and I feel like that shows that I can be on the court and play in so many different ways and still impact the game.
Is it important for you to go to a team that develops talent, like knows how to get young players and make them better over the years? Is that important for you to find an organization that actually does that the right way?
For sure, but then again, I'd be blessed to play, honestly anywhere. But yeah, for sure. I would love to go somewhere that allows me to develop and really expand my game in the ways that I desire to.